Hi, my name is Dan and I'm here to tell you about Boid, the social supercomputer. Boid is an application that runs on your computer in the background and works on very complicated tasks, and you get rewarded for the work that your computer does. You're rewarded in the form of Boid tokens, a cryptocurrency within the EOS network. But more than an application that's installed on your computer, Boid is a collection of computers that is working together on a common goal. The computers within this network are owned by people like you, and it forms a community of like-minded individuals that like to communicate to each other through our social media channels, even if it's just to brag about their new position in the leaderboard. So I said that your computer would be working on some complicated tasks. What kind of complicated tasks? We've got tasks that are in the fields of medicine, climatology, astronomy, and machine learning. Right now, we're mapping cancer markers as part of the World Community Grid project. This is a 5-year-old project that is pouring through an incredible amount of human genetic data identifying specific markers indicating cancer. This is a real scientific effort to peer into human DNA, use the information there to save lives, and beat cancer before it starts. There are hundreds of scientists that are gathering data and experimenting every day. You can help us process the vast amounts of data that they gather and get paid for doing so. Our app ensures that there is no technical or specific knowledge required. In fact, the only effort involved is the 15-minute account setup and app installation on your computer. After that, you set it and forget it. So, like I said, there's very little effort involved for the user to participate in this process. The hardest part is creating an EOS account if you don't already have one. If you already have an EOS account, the hardest part is being patient while your computer completes the first few units of work so that you can get paid. In all seriousness, the app has a standard install wizard that requires no customization or configuration beyond logging in to the account that you created on our website. If you already have an EOS account and Scatter installed, the setup takes 15 minutes. If you don't have an EOS account, trust me, the effort to set up is well worth it. As long as you're of average technical competency, you can have this set up in half an hour, and the effort is well worth the benefits of having an account on the EOS ecosystem. If you're still interested in hearing more, stick around for a few minutes while I show you around the Boid website and the Boid app. After installing the app and turning it on, you can tell that it's doing work because these blue bars start filling up, indicating that you're processing the data. If you have software that monitors the CPU usage of your computer, you can also look there, and you'll notice that your computer is hard at work. If you have the settings set so that Boid is running at 100%, you may notice that your computer gets a little sluggish and that applications are slow to respond. So if you're actively trying to use your computer, you can come into the settings panel and you can turn the CPU utilization down, or you can simply come over here and switch processing off, and your experience of using your computer goes back to completely normal. When you get done with work and you're ready to walk away from your computer, open up the Boid app and throw that toggle switch so that your computer gets back to work processing data so that you can get paid. You can use this button to update your profile image, your profile name, and the tagline that gets displayed in the leaderboard. You can use this button to update the email address that you use to log into Boid, and a couple of other account settings. More importantly, you can track your Boid payouts on the site. While you're mining, progress will be tracked in our servers. Several times a day, we'll credit your account's pending balance with Boid tokens for the work that you've done. Several times a week, your pending balance will be transferred to your EOS account. No action is necessary from you for this process to happen after you've linked your EOS account with your Boid account. Users familiar with dealing with EOS-based assets will know how to transfer your Boid tokens into any other form of cryptocurrency that you desire. For users that are new to EOS or cryptocurrency in general, check out our Intro to Accessing the EOS Network video, where we explain how to safely manage cryptocurrency and how to trade your tokens for any other cryptocurrency or even low-tech paper money delivered into those archaic things called banks. Staking is another feature that should be familiar to those that have been around the EOS ecosystem for a while, but I'll give a quick explanation for those that are unfamiliar. Staking is a concept where you can take funds that you have and place them in a status that means you agree not to access those funds in exchange for some kind of a reward. A common example from traditional financial industry would be a CD or certificate of deposit that you can buy from a bank. In that case, you lock up a specific amount of dollars for a specified amount of time and you get interest paid on that balance. Staking within Boid allows you to take Boid tokens and agree not to sell or transfer them to another account during the active season. These will be 2-month periods where you will not be able to activate a new stake or withdraw funds that have been staked. There will be a break between seasons to allow you to change your desired staking action. Here's an overly simplified example to demonstrate how this works. These numbers are not real and were intentionally chosen just to simplify the concept. You can actually find a calculator that helps with this math on the site. Let's pretend you have a computer that's generating a power rating of 100. That's a crazy low number, something approximately equivalent to a couple of iPhones. But let's just keep the number simple. Let's also pretend that the math is easy enough to say that 1 Boid Power is equal to 1 Boid token. It doesn't, but the Boid token payment dynamics are complicated, so look for a good explanation of that in our white paper. Anyhow, so your 100 Boid Power machine produces 100 Boid Power per day. Awesome. That means if you wanted to get more Boid, one method would be to add another computer and raise your Boid power to, let's say, 200. Now you earn 200 Boid per day. Alternatively, you could stake somewhere, let's say, 1,000 Boid tokens, and now your 100 Boid power machine produces 200 Boid tokens per day. Once again, the math isn't really that easy, and there's a lot of variables in the equation that are set by our system dynamically, but you can actually use this calculator right here, the profit calculator, and it will pre-fill out the mint difficulty and the stake difficulty, and you can play around with the Boid power and staked Boid figures, and it will tell you what your base profit is and then what your stake profit is, and you can toggle between daily and weekly to find out what that does for you, and then you can make decisions on how to stake here using scatter. So now that you've got your machines up and running and you've staked your Boid tokens to amplify your earnings, you have one last final decision. You get to pick the team that you want to participate in. Different teams have different bonuses that you can earn just by joining the team. And each team also has different bonuses specifically set aside to attract members to their team. When you joined Boid, if you used a referral code from another user, you're automatically placed in the same team as them. But this placement isn't permanent. I encourage you to scroll through our list of teams, view the team profile, objectives, and incentives to determine which team you want to align your efforts with. Will you choose a team based on accomplishing a specific goal because you have a big computer and you want to compete for a large prize? Or because you're a smaller user within a team that distributes bonuses to all users? Choose carefully, however, know that your decision isn't permanent. There are restrictions in place to discourage users from bouncing around too frequently, though. And that, ladies and gentlemen, really is it in a nutshell. We have lots more detailed information that we're going to be releasing in the very near future, or by the time you're viewing this video, it may have already released. So look at the other videos that we've got set up in this profile, or if you found this article through a blog, check out other posts by that author and learn more detailed stuff about Boid. Also, check out our Telegram and our Discord. That's where we most actively engage and participate with the community. I'll have links to both our Telegram and our Discord in the description of this video. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Boid in a nutshell. We're going to have lots more detailed information coming out very soon, or by the time you're watching this video, perhaps the information's already been published. So check out the other videos that were released in this channel. You'll be able to find lots of detailed information about how to use specific functions within the Boid website, how to optimize your computer so that it produces work faster. We're also going to talk about GPU mining, which is something that we didn't even touch here because it's not integrated directly into the native app yet. Very soon, it's just going to be that easy. It's going to be a click of the button, and now you'll be able to use both your CPU and your GPU to work on these problems and get paid in a variety of cryptocurrencies. We're also going to be releasing some information for those that are new to the EOS ecosystem, things on smart key management and how you can move your Boid from your EOS account and turn it into any other cryptocurrency that you'd like or cash in your bank. Thank you so much for your time and for considering Boid.